My name's Patti Lewis Hickey. I currently coach the WTRC dive team in Dayton, Ohio, but I've been involved in diving for a very long time. As an age grouper, I grew up in Southern California and dove with Van Austin. The club team back then, it was called Holiday Aquatics. It's a pretty small facility. We didn't have much in terms of, we just had one 1 meter, one 3 meter, very small board, very small pool. We could probably touch the sides, but we had a huge team. And in I believe it was the late 1970s, we actually won the age group Junior Olympics, the team title. And everyone wondered how we did that because we were such a small facility and what we're doing. And it's all credited to Van. At a time when you used to just do a front dive, back dive, inward dive, reverse dive, and a half twist. Everyone had to do those. So everyone, of course, was doing them straight because, you know, that was your most ED. But that wasn't what our practices were. You know, whether we're doing dives, it was every dive, every position, going over every single hit point, making sure it was technique, 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 technique. It wasn't about, you know, just doing the dives that you did. It was about being able to do all the dives. Yeah, we had the dives we did for the meet, but it was only right before the meet that we'd really focus on those. The rest of the time was basics, 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 and technique. And Van was a physics buff. Like, he could tell you the physics of a dive, why it was tilting, why it was doing, you know, things like that. And for me, since I was kind of a science-minded kid, it totally clicked with me. And so we might not have had all the facilities that Mission Viejo did, or, you know, they had at some of the bigger clubs. We had technique. We had drills and drills of technique. And, you know, he fostered that in us, that it wasn't about just learning the dives we needed to know, but learning how and why diving worked. You know, why a certain dive did what it did, and what a certain body movement of yours, how it changed the dive. And I think that's why he was so effective, especially with an age group program, when you're trying to teach kids so that they themselves could understand why something was wrong and why a dive wasn't working. And I think that's the biggest thing I pulled from Van, is doing something like that, that diving isn't just based on the dive, it's knowing why and how a dive does what it does. And I think that's what it made him the huge success that he was as a coach.